back to the channel, Tutu UK here, and London gaming market. Was it any good?
Welcome to London.
So we were stalling out at the London gaming market, first time ever. Daz McCowan, apparently I've been calling him Daz McGowan for like about 8 years, and it's Daz McCowan. We went down to London, stalling out the gaming market, and I have to say, speaking to Big Rob, Champion 2D Rob, and mate, it was fucking shit. I'm only joking. No, it was great. I admit, well, I don't admit anything because I'd never been before. Because obviously I used to stall out with Fob, and it was to travel the distance and stuff. But Daz was more than willing to make the journey, and I think I know it was definitely worth it. Probably my best event ever, and by all accounts, it wasn't that busy. In comparison to, say, Doncaster, which a lot of people sort of hold as the sort of gold standard, it wasn't, even at its busiest, it wasn't as busy as what Doncaster can get like. But like I say, apparently, and I'll take whatever everyone says who's been there before, it wasn't as busy as in the past. So that being said, like I say, big money, big prizes down in London, no doubt about it, big spenders. And even for me, like I say, I was just selling doubles, duplicates, and sort of unwanted stuff. Daz, who's obviously getting rid of, a bit like Eddie, obviously not buying a house though, but refining his collection, clearing off his PS2 games and his PS1. I mean, he just went, it was nuts. I think his card machine, his sum up machine caught fire. It was mental, absolute mental. We're not sure if something got stolen. The jury's out on that. He thinks at least one game may have gone walkies, which is a real shame. But, you know, unfortunately, London seems to be the place for that. It was bloody hot, and that's just reminding me. It was really muggy on that day of the Sunday. It was a nice day, but moving that stuff into the event, yeah, we were sweating bullets. For anybody who's thought or thinking of going down to stall out, it's not as bad as we've imagined. I would probably say Birmingham centre's harder or more stressful to navigate. I mean, I'm not even driving. But London, again, maybe because it was a Sunday, it didn't seem that bad. I was a bit amazed. Coming out was a little bit more slower, but it's got this 20 miles an hour zone anyway, which kind of helped in terms of us navigating. But it was pretty much a straight road in, straight road out. So, yeah, from a stress, you know, point of view, not as bad as I imagined, and obviously getting the stuff in and out of the venue, not as bad as I thought either as well. Although groups of school kids, I think they're American or Spanish school kids, band kids, didn't help blocking the entrance, but you can't do anything about that. But no, other than that, overall, a great day. It was consistently busy for longer, so I think they were even kicking people out because they were still milling about buying stuff. So yeah, impressed. I am suitably impressed. I was going to say I've been proven wrong, but I say I've never been. I probably wouldn't go down as a buyer, and I have always said that because there's no point. Because a lot of the people there I know from stall that come up north and stall out. But yeah, it was great to see some people. You know who you all are. I don't think I met anybody new. People I hadn't seen for a while. Bry, Beeps, had a good chat with Beeps. Told me a few things I didn't know. It was quite interesting. Some of my theories have been proven correct once again. Nice to see Steve. I'm going to say people. Champion 2D Rob was there. Scott Sager Zombie. Alex U-Star Gamer. Rob. Gordinho Plays. My good mate Dal. Retro Godfather. Nice to see Dal. Didn't stay too long. I don't think he likes don't like people, Dal. Don't blame him. They're all bastards. A few people come up and said hello that recognise me from doing these shit videos, which is nice. See my mate Rich, fucking hell, I forgot what his channel name is now. It's been that long. I can't remember. What's your channel name? The usual people there. Japanese Scottish Alan. Roger Cantor. Nice to see Roger. Had a good chat with Rog. Not seen Rog for about 2 years, maybe 2-3 years. I think probably Revival was the last time I've seen him. Did see someone out from Revival, but I'll get to them. And some pickups. I did spend some money. I always spend money. Usually I always spend money. I'm gonna forget somebody. If I forgot anybody, I'll put them down in the description below. I think that was most people that I spoke to. Cinny Steve, did I mention Cinny Steve? Nice to see Cinny Steve. I think that was it. Any roads up. Yeah, so like I say, probably did best sort of take-ins of any event up to that date anyway, ever. So we have to go and spend some money. To be honest, a lot of these are sort of reserved, bought, as the show was even opening, so good job I did do okay. So first up, I know I made a mistake. Dropped a bollock. The guy had some manuals. Not many people sell loose manuals. I love having a look through loose manuals. One it's not an expensive game, but I just refused to buy it again. In cold blood. But he did have, and I fucking ummed and ahed, I was kicking myself. He had the Pong manual for Pong on the PS1. And I was like, did Holster give me that manual? I think it must have been another game like Centipede. It was another Atari game that she'd give me, and I was like, I didn't pick it up, and it's the one that I needed. That's a quid. They're only a quid. Ideal. Perfect. So we bagged that first off. Then I reserved this one from Console Passion. Again, one I'd been looking for. It's been on my watch list from CEX, because I think CEX is cheaper than the general price on eBay. This was an absolute bargain, even at its retail price. I think Andy Brown Console Passion gave me a £5 off, so I was like, yeah, I'm in. I then paid him. So it's a Namco Museum Volume 4. So you can see I had 30 quid on it. But I've just been hunting this one for the longest time. Yeah, some nice titles on there. Pac-Land, Return of Ishtar, Ordyne, the Genjin Heike clans, and Assault. Can't say I've heard of the last couple. But yeah, in nice condition, all complete. Yeah. Again, just filling out them, you know, so these all have different coloured text as well on the spines. Just filling out them little subsets. I won't do the subset zone video. So again, really happy with that. Now, one chap that I did sort of speak to as he was loading his stuff in, and I thought, he looks familiar, and I couldn't place him. Then after everyone sort of files in and they start sort of setting up, blah 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 blah. I seen a chap that I know again, known for ages, known for years, Alan Chang. And the chap that I recognised, he was stalling out with him again, and then it suddenly clicked on me. I said, "Oh, you were at Revival," and he remembered me as well a little bit, because that was his first event. And Jay Cybersnake, if you're watching, that was the event where you bought the Japanese mass system. We were both, all of us were talking about that, how the picture dropped and smashed it. So yeah, we were having like not laughing at you, but you know, we were just talking about it and how fucking good it was. But that was his first event, and everyone was sort of saying how he was daft for selling stuff cheap. He's an older guy, probably mid-50s, getting on for maybe towards 60. And he had some nice games. He had some really nice games, some nice boxed Nintendo cardboard. So I looked through, and there was two that literally jumped straight at me. I said, "Well, I'll have them." And he had this little paper book with all the prices in it. And I said to him, "That ain't going to last 5 minutes. Want some people getting here, mate." And he had to put his glasses on to read it. And then he couldn't find one of the things on there. And I was just laughing at him. I said, "You're going to be fucked." He said, "You're going to throw that book away by 11:30. So anyway, he was supposed to put these games behind to get a price for me. Because I say one of them he didn't have a price on. And there was a bit of a lull. And I think it might have just been when the early birds had just sort of finished coming in before the main opened. So I managed to nip to the loo, and I went past the stall, and I just sort of said to him, like, to check see if he had a price. And he was bloody handing these games over to some. And I said, "Oi!" And he went, "Oh yeah, shit, sorry mate." And he put them back. Fucking lucky, because he would have sold these bastards. True to his word, come back to the end, give me a price. They weren't cheap. They're not cheap games anyway. But they're two. One that I sort of needed. I don't need anything. I fucking need. Yeah, I need more stuff, like like an hole in the head. But I just can't help it. I've got an illness. I've got a disease. I need a cure. Yeah, the cure's called bankruptcy. But he had these two. Again, he added them, did the price. We knocked a bit off. We haggled a little bit. I had a bit of a laugh. So first up, towards the full NES set, up here, Ikari Warriors. I'll put this in the creepy bag. There was not a great deal wrong with this one at all. Didn't need much doing to it. I think maybe a little bit of glue on the tabs where they're just sort of fraying and coming loose. I think I had a carton manual. I think I put my manual in this because I think my manual was slightly better. But yeah, I mean, I love this in the arcades, Ikari Warriors, with the rotary sticks. Really cool, super cool. But that, again, not one that you see. I've not seen very much of that on eBay at all, box complete. So really happy to get that one. And then the other one, again, I've been even after. The loose cart, it's an American exclusive, and just a loose cart probably would have done me. And again, you can't, if you import it from America, it's like fucking 30 quid postage, and then you're going to get hit with the taxes. And it's probably like about a £20 cart, if that. But he had it there, box complete. It was missing a tab, a little bit ropey box, so I've tried to sort of piece it together somewhat. There's no game in it because it's over there. I shouldn't really fucking. I just grabbed the box. Anyway, it's Jackal. It's Jackal. So a Konami silver box game, arcade conversion. Yet again, top down sort of shooter. You can get into vehicles and stuff. But yeah, it had a bit. I don't know if you can tell. Look, fix one of the tabs. That is not an original tab. That is. It was missing a tab. All these tabs do. It just stops the lid caving in. But as you can sort of see from the top, see the lid. See the lip. See, it's all curved over. So I'll give that an iron. That'll probably straighten that out, and it'll be nice and flush. So that's why there's no cart or manual in it, because it's in the to iron pile, which I do have a pile of ironing to do. But yeah, for Ikari Warriors and this, I think it was 110. 100. No, it wasn't. It wasn't 110. What did he? 120. It was 120 because we met in the middle. So I think he wanted 140. And then I said 110, and he said 130, and I said 120. That's what we did. I think it was 120. So again, they're not cheap, but they're not cheap games. You know, you don't see them, and that's, like I say, quite a nice one to get box complete. So Ikari Warriors will have to be put away. And like I said, I didn't own Jackal at all, so to get it complete boxed was quids in, because I would have been happy with a loose cart. Damn it, that just reminded me. Oh, we've got enough here to show. And then the last thing, because obviously he was storing that, he had like the PAL stuff, if you like. Then anybody who knows Alan Chang, massive collector. I mean, you know, all this fucking idiots on YouTube doing this shit. And I've said this for years. There's people out there that got collections that will just blow everyone else's away. We're all just fucking playing at it. Alan's case in point, and I couldn't believe he was selling this. I don't think he sold many, if any. And I was like, mate, what are you doing? And he was like, oh, you know, it's probably the right time to sell, and this, that, and the other. And I was like, oh, you must be mental. But I managed to buy one off of him. And I'm pretty sure Sydney Steve caught me in the act. You know, I would have bought more, but I just didn't have the cash. And he did me a fantastic deal on this, really did. One I've been, again, they've all been on my list, but this one more so because it was one I played in the arcades. Do have memories of this game. And it's for the mighty AES, and it's Art of Fighting. So I was trying to tell the old boy next to him about the AES games. Have you smelt them? Have you smelled? And he was like, because obviously he's London, fuck off, what you on about, fucking smelling? I said, mate, you got to smell them. I said, pass me one over. So Alan had his whole collection up for sale, all on the back wall and on the shelves. Mental. But the problem is, because they don't stall out very often, and I think it'd been a couple of years, they had no card machine. So they were turning down people because obviously that people just don't bring cash anymore. So you probably might have made a few more sales between a pair of them. So I said to him, look, get yourself a sum up. Ideal. But yeah, we have Mighty AES. So I did see you, Cinny Steve. Don't you fucking worry, boy. I seen you. Again, in fantastic condition from Alan. Got the old bagged up instructions. So for them that don't know, Art of Fighting, the first one, really sort of set the tone for a lot of the sort of scalar fighters, I suppose, the 2D scalers of the time. It was just amazing. So as you got closer, the camera would zoom in, and as you got further away, it'd obviously come back out again. But I have fond memories of playing this in Gosford Street in Coventry. It used to be an arcade there, you know, typical dingy, not dodgy, but just dingy and dark. And I remember playing this in there. I didn't really see it much in Skegness, which is unusual. But I definitely remember playing it most in there. Tough as fucking nails, but it just looks so amazing. The problem that you're going to find with this Fatal Fury was another, they didn't have Fatal Fury 1. And a lot of the early ones, what they did, they used these cartridges, I think I've mentioned this before, they used them as donor cartridges to convert MVS titles. So these are actually becoming, even though they were mass produced, they're becoming more and more scarce. A bit like Choo Choo Rocket on the Dreamcast and them being caseless, because they just get used as donors. But yeah, super fucking happy to get another AES fucking title in there. And it gave me a fantastic price on it, it really did. So I went back towards the end when I sort of, you know, I knew I had a bit of money burning all in my pocket. I said, look, Alan, whatever cheap ones have you got? And he didn't have anything else that I could stretch to, that I didn't already have. And that's kind of where you get to with the AES. So that is all. That's all of the London stuff. And believe it or not, all that stuff got to 210 quid. So it's still a fucking fair dent in it. But that's what I said. I don't do these, you know, I don't go stalling out to pay the bills or anything like that. I'll just do it to fucking spunk more money on stuff I don't need. All goes back into gaming. All goes back into gaming. Right, I have other stuff. I have some other stuff here. Now, we'll do these. Yeah, we'll do these ones first. So, off of eBay, just random searching like I normally do for the box Nintendo stuff. This cropped up. No, this was on. I was watching this because it wasn't a bad price to begin with, and then it got reduced. You know, like some get an offer sort of saying, "Oh, the seller's reduced it by whatever," and I thought that's a really fucking good price. So again, I did the PayPal paying free, the fucking on the never whatever you want to call it, but it just get paid off. Just softens a blow. And the chap who was selling it, actually, I'm friends with on Facebook. It's one of these from the groups. So he just messaged me saying, "Oh, thanks for buying the game. It's on its way. This, that, and the other." And I was, yeah, sound. It's got to be half price. I'm fucking sure of it. And it's all complete in the box protector, and it's Gex 3 Deep Cover Gecko on the N64. You know, N64 prices. I know people don't like it. People like Dave. Dave played retro games badly. The Fugly 64. But I said it before, that even the low end, the crappy sports titles, they're 25, 30 quid games now. This, I think I paid 120 for it. I think it's 120. It easily do 250. Easily, I'm sure of it. I say it's all box complete. It's a little bit bit of shelfware and stuff like that, but yeah, otherwise a great buy for 120 quid. I'm guessing that you just needed money. That's all it was, and that happens. And that's probably why you got a collection sometimes for you to fall back on. Now, you would have hopefully seen the video where I bought the rest of that collection of the lady. madness. I've still got bits of that to sell off, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't owe me anything now, by now. But you would have seen Shadowrun was manualless, and I've had this sat on here for fucking months and months and months. Alex, Blue Tonic, I don't need your help, mate, even though you haven't even offered it yet, but you might do. But it doesn't matter because I managed to buy the manual, and I got this from the UK, I think from about 20 or 30 quid, which is, again, is quite a lot, but to complete that game in that condition, bargain. So happy to get that. Again, it's just something, like I said before, I would complete it, and I did, and I have. I can't remember where these come from now. That's CX, that's CX, that's CX, that's eBay. That's a couple of CEX, NES titles, all complete. I think this did actually come in a box protector. It is missing the map, but I'm not overly fussed for that. You know, it's got the manual, so it's complete enough for me. Mario is missing. Again, one of these weird, you know, sort of spin-off games, a bit like Wearing Times, Carmen San Diego. That's what it's sort of imitating. But again, don't spend too long on these showing you because I've already showed you the games. But yeah, weird enough, outsourced to Mindscape, but missing, there's like a map that's meant to come with it, but again, not overly fussed. One that's a bit unusual, I think I had to fix this one up as well. I'll show you. Not for everybody, I get this, people don't like it, you know, oh, you just buy it, but for me, it's complete. It was missing both the tabs, so I've had to do some remedial work on it. But again, to find this boxed, even on eBay, I haven't seen it. From CX, Spy vs Spy. It is complete, I've got the manual, otherwise I wouldn't show you, unless I get it from a show. But it was missing the tabs, so I just made some tabs. Again, it's not to rip anybody, but it's just to stop that top dropping in. They just keep it up, they just suspend it above the top. But it's, like I say, not a very common one to find. Did I show you the back? Spy vs Spy, more American cartoon, wasn't it, from the Mad comics? Yeah, Mad. I never really got on with it. I must admit. I think I played it on the Spectrum first and just didn't know what the fuck was going on, but never really got on with it. 22 minutes. Might have to leave them. I'll leave them too. Right, from eBay, I think this is the last one. The last one that I needed, that I wanted. Don't need anything, wanted. There was one on there, and they wanted 80 quid for it. And I was watching that. But what I didn't realise until this one came up for bids was the one that I was watching for 80 quid didn't show the tray. So the one that I've got here that I won for 25 quid, I think it was, does have everything in it. A little bit rough box, but goes with the territory, I suppose, with these things. I've got to find somewhere to put it, but it is, I think it's the last of them, I'm pretty sure, and it's the Mega Drive Game Genie. I think I talked about this when I showed you the Super NES, SNES one. Yeah, I don't know why they're in such fucking massive boxes, because it's not needed other than the manual, but you could fit that smaller. But, you know, needed a bit of cleaning up, a bit of tidying, just a bit of gluing where the corners pop there. Again, just stops it. It's not, you're not going to make it perfect. I don't want it to be perfect. I just want it to stop getting worse, which is what it does. And, you know, with the tabs and stuff, you know, all these are all frayed and splintered and splayed out, and you just have a bit of glue in there, squish it together, let it set, and it just gives it, puts the form back in, you know, and it can lock properly and stuff. So yeah, 25 quid, an absolute fucking bargain. You all know what Game Genie is. It's got no real use other than it's just a nice, cool curio peripheral. And once I went down the route of getting one, I've got to get them all because I'm a fucking weirdo like that, aren't we all? I've got to find somewhere to put that now. That's the problem standing here, because there's no table or anything. There's nothing to rest stuff on other than what I've got rested over here. I'm going to leave them two. Right, I'm going to show these. There is more, but these are the things. See, I'm keeping. I'm undecided. Right. 24 minutes. So you would have seen the last vid where I bought the rest of that lady's collection. After that, I just sort of said to her, look, you know, is that it? She said, well, I have got some figurines and statues, but I haven't sorted them out yet. So she finally managed to sort them out. And again, to you guys, it'll be seamless, but this has been going on for months and months and months. So she sent me some pictures over and I was like, yeah, I'm interested. She had some stuff going on. So I messaged her back sort of saying, oh, what sort of price you're thinking of? And she just basically said, look, you're not paying what you paid for the last lot. And I was like, okay. I said, well, this is the price I had in mind. And she agreed. It was 350 quid. And she brought them up. So these are some of the things on key. This one wasn't even in the pictures. And this is an absolute belter. Oh, there's some of the stuff down there as well. I can show it next vid. Yeah. This wasn't even in the pictures. But it's awesome. It's called the Zelda box. And it's by... what's it called? Zelda fan group. Japanese. You get some little tiny... things fell down. Little figures, look, can you see them? Little PVC figures, but it's like a book. And comic. So you've got this like front here that has like an audio and the little figurines, and then you've got a book all at the back. Just filled, I think it's based on the Wind Waker. Just filled with Wind Waker, yeah. But that is fantastic. It's called the Zelda box. These I'm not sure of. Or this I'm not sure of. Again, when she sent the pictures through, I was like, oh, I've got the game with that. And I don't know, I'm just stupid. I didn't realise it was based on a comic. It makes sense. And it's called Danger Girl. So those who know, it's a PS1 title. So as soon as I saw the name, I thought, like, yeah, I've got the game with that. Obviously, American comic. Some nice busty maidens there. But what it is what they call the Fish Tank Special Edition. Fucking turned into crazy here again, didn't I? The old pervs and Eddie, and well, Eddie sold all that stuff, but yeah, brand new, still all sealed. It's called the Fish Tank, but it's got all three birds in it. Is it say one? Oh, it's McFarlane, by McFarlane. So I'm just, I've got nowhere. You can see all the indie stuff I've got here. I bought some other stuff as well. Not Indiana Jones, but they've got more Indiana Jones coming, but not Indiana Jones. So I don't know, this might end up going to a market. If you were at the London market, you probably would have seen some of the other stuff that I had from the same lady. So yeah, it's it wasn't a mega haul lot of the game and stuff, but there was some really, and there are some really nice things there. So Danger Girl, I'm not sure on. These ones are definitely staying. As soon as you sent me the pictures of these, I was like, they're definitely staying. There's no ifs, buts about it. These are Final Fantasy VII stuff. Bandai obviously produced, but they're from a different line. And looking at it, it's called Extra Knights, the Extra Knights line. So we've got Red 13, or Red. Yeah, not massive. Well, because you can only see pictures, I didn't realise they were this small, if that makes sense. I just thought they were bigger, but I'm quite happy that they are the size that they are, to be honest. We've got Cloud. I think the only one we're missing is Barrett. Oh no, there's a Thingy Bobby as well. What do you call his name at the back? Tifa. With the frog. Poor old Ares. Or they call it Aerith. With a chocobo. Super cool. And then the last thing I'm going to show you, that's about right, half an hour, is the Final Fantasy VII collection. edition. They're just PVC figures. That's all. There's no, I don't think there's any articulation on them, but they just look cool. They just look cool. So that's where we're at, guys. I've got other stuff, but half an hour's enough of me prattling on. So last thing to say is, hopefully when this video goes up next week, the 22nd of July, again, me and Daz McCowan will be stalling out at Nottingham, the Nottingham Video Games Expo. So come and say hello. Buy some stuff, don't buy some stuff, up to you, but it'd be nice to see you. Come, like I say, come and say hello and have a chat. But other than that, take it easy, YouTube, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.